Hey guys, my name is William, and today we got Chris Palmer coming on. So as soon as you are here and you're with us, just go ahead and start dropping your questions in below, because as soon as Chris gets here, me and him both will start answering some questions. And as you start coming in as well, we'll be answering any Google My Business questions you may or may not have. So again, my name is William Jones. And just go ahead and drop your questions in. As soon as Chris gets in here, we're going to be answering some questions. We could even start answering them before Chris gets here. But once again, my name is William Jones, and we're going to be going over Google My Business SEO, Google Maps SEO, and all your Google Maps SEO questions. So just go ahead and start dropping them in the chat. If you haven't given StreamYard permission yet, make sure you give StreamYard permission, and then we'll go ahead and go from there. Got lots of questions coming in through the week regarding Google Maps, SEO, just general questions and stuff. And me and Chris get together and we talk about these questions every single week. So glad to have those of you that are starting to come in. Give me a few minutes. We're going to be sending this out to our peoples, if you will, our email list. We're just here answering questions with you guys. Give me a few minutes. We're going to be sending this out to, and give us some time to get some questions in, some viewers in, some, and give Chris some time to get here as well. One second. So like I said, you guys go ahead and start answering, dropping your questions in below. We'll get to them. Chris is about to be in here. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How are you today? Or good morning today, I should say. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Good.
Doing good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I'm going to be dropping this email real quick, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Looking healthy today.
Yeah, I've been dieting, losing some weight.
There you go.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Then you start getting more energy. Then you'll be getting more done.
I'm
going to be trying to freaking... Oh, my gosh. Good luck, man. Good luck. You're going to have to be fending these roaches off you in a while.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all good.
You'll know you're on the right track when people start...
When people start coming after you, that means you're doing something right, man. Fuck them. Tell them all the time.
I actually went deep diving on your boy last night. Well, that sounded wrong. Come out right. Oh, man. I went down the little rabbit hole I was checking out your guys. I was like really following. I was trying.
The YouTube stuff?
Yeah, I actually think I figured it out, but it wasn't what I was initially thinking, but that's okay. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. It was fun. I enjoyed myself. I had fun.
Right now, on top of it, besides that, I'm using Holly's stuff. It's like I took, I think, four spots on page one for like repetitive terms on CTR, all types of crap. So, making some people unhappy.
Awesome. Up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw you riding on YouTube for click-through rate CTR. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I was congratulating. I was like, all right, William, okay. I see, like, it's like everywhere I go, I either see me, you, Craig, Holly. I'm like, hey, I consider the team's winning, right?
Yeah, that's
because if they find you, they might find me. right?
Tell them all the time. You got like, if someone's got, would you rather 1 spot or 3 spots? I'll go with 3.
I'll take 3. Dude, and I don't even care if, like, even people that I talk to and I work with, I don't care if they take the whole page.
Yeah.
Don't matter to me.
Exactly.
If they find you, they might find me.
Holly was doing this today. She was messaging me and she's like, "Let me drop this across my entire network." I was like, "Oh God, no!" She went spot 1, spot 2, spot 3.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, she's got something very hard to compete with, so that could be helpful. She's always a helpful friend to have.
Yep. Keep these roaches away.
Keep the roaches away. Roaches are funny, man. You know, you ever notice, like, I don't know, it's a funny thing. In any case.
We had German roaches down in Florida, so you get one German roach, you can't get rid of them bastards. So
you know what I remember is gross, those palmetto bugs, man.
I remember them.
Yeah, like here it's like you get a crappy apartment. I might have had a few in my life, and there's like sometimes there's roaches. In Florida though, no matter what, you know, you can stay in the most beautiful places, palmetto bugs everywhere. Crazy. In Naples and Cape Coral, Sanibel Beach. My dad used to have a spot in Sanibel Beach.
Nice,
dude. It was horrendous. It's kind of fun.
I'm just getting all these emails sent out and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I heard you clicking away. I was just jabberjawing.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Plus, they give everybody time to get in here and stuff. So
yeah,
but yeah, I've been trying to do small videos. I saw you did a marathon. What was it yesterday? Like 4 hours. It's like, I don't know where the hell you get this energy from.
Yeah. Oh, the end of the night, the work's all done. I might have one small task to do. Yeah. Like I actually only have to do one thing. And then I'm like, all right, I'll just do one more. Like it's not even my job.
Is it getting cold where you're at too? You're all bundled up and all types of shit.
Well, I mean, it was at 7:27 I woke up. Mm-hmm. Right. So like for some, like my wife and my little guy, dude, they're like little polar bears. She's got the air on. She's got like the AC on. Like my little man just laying there like this with no covers on. I'm like, damn, these guys are crazy. I'm like,
I'm that way. My son's not that way, but I'm that way. My son's not that way anymore, but I am.
Yeah.
Now that we live in the Philippines, he's like, he can't stand the AC. So
no AC.
I sleep on with the AC on, the fan above us, and another one blowing on me. So I have to.
I can get down with the fans and stuff, but like, dude, it had to have been like 59, 58 degrees in there. I was pretty cold, man. I was freezing. But I'm starting to feel I feel a lot warmer now. I noticed too, I saw a couple of videos. I'm like, damn, I've had the same clothes on for about 3 days now. Shit, I've been grinding, boy.
It's like whenever I make my videos, I make most of my videos all on one day.
Oh yeah.
And then I schedule them out. But so I have to, bring different shirts down, throw on different hats and shit. Because then everybody goes, why is he wearing the same shirt every damn day? He's broke or something,
Dude, it's like broke. You're up and then you work and then you might go out, like go park. I went fishing yesterday. Like then I'll come back and start working. It's like the next thing you know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, damn, dude, I better go to bed. Shower or bed? I'll just go to bed. I'm good. Just going to go to bed. It's not like I was sweating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I'll get real, hot. So if I'm hot, I can't sleep whatsoever. So
yeah, it's like being hungry. If you're hungry, dude, I'll go crazy. You know, if you're like really hungry, dude, I can't fall asleep. Like these dudes, like they're doing these, these, what is it, 16 and 4s and 16 and 8s or whatever.
Like, hell no. You're talking about no. That's 16, why I told you to say the intermittent fasting shit.
Oh, yeah, 16-8. That's what it is. 16.8.
Dude. Mm-mm.
You don't do it like that?
No, I don't do that shit. I never have. I never will. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone through intervals of that in my life, but like, dude, I can't do it at nighttime. Like if it's at nighttime and I'm starving, dude, I'll never sleep.
I
Ever.
used to. Even when I did bodybuilding before, and I've also done powerlifting, I never did that crap. At most, you would get me would be I would fast until about 11 o'clock, and that was it.
Dude, that it works, man.
Yeah,
like just fasting in general, it's your skin starts to clear. You just feel good. You're like in attack mode. Dude, for real, man. I like fasting, dude. I enjoy it a lot. Lately I've been a pig though. I've been such a glutton lately. I can never tell by these chins.
We've moved out to the office and stuff. So now that I'm out in the office, my wife has to come out here just to bring anything out here, and then our housemaid has been sick. So yeah, so we're down. Both of them are down.
The housemaid's sick. Damn, man, you got it rough out there.
Roughing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
Tommy's
see
in the house. Man, you guys are up early. BizTour. I haven't even seen this guy on my channel. He's over here on your channel. What's going on, man? Oh, man. It's probably because you took my captions, man. Damn, you keep taking my captions. That's really how you did it, man. You really took them captions. Next thing you know, taking all my guys. Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So my timestamps, motherfucker. It's taking them timestamps, bitch.
I see BizTour. I'm like, oh, man. It must have been because... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Facebook user. What do you recommend for call tracking? Actually, right now, we're going to be having them on Saturdays. Is actually the class is now 7 days a week. If Chris doesn't know this yet, but
7 days a week.
7 days a week, not 5 days a week, but it's basically going to be lead snap. So lead snap with Patrick on Saturday, and on Sundays we're going to be talking cryptocurrency.
Nice.
With my man Dustin. So let's see here.
And I like 5.9. I like the system 5.9 too.
Facebook user, is it necessary to have the same GMB and same domain name?
Same GMB with the same name?
What do you mean? I guess I'm assuming they're saying the domain name with the business name or business title.
Is it? Is it necessary? It's not necessary, but I think if you get really lucky and get a big website name, like it's a really good keyword, like buy homes Miami, Florida, right? .com. Yep. And then I go get buy homes Miami, Florida, the knowledge panel for my GMB. That's a winner, right? But I think it just depends. It's not necessary though, no. But it can be helpful for sure.
BizTour 360 virtual tour experts. Any tips on how to structure geolocation pages on site?
Geolocation pages. So location pages. Structuring the location pages. Yeah, easy. Title, primary keyword. It's going to be a primary, a secondary, and then your brand name. H1 tag is going to be primary with a variation. The H2 is generally going to be a near me. This can be determined by related searches by putting in your main search into Google, scrolling all the way to the bottom, pick one of those. That's a related search term. It's called your lead H2. After the lead H2, just pick which questions you want to answer. How, what, when, why, where, right? That's generally your structure. I would just run with it and then keep adding your keywords in. That's the long story short, but that's base it off your competitors. Go use Pop. Go use, I don't know what William uses, but I'm generally just going to fill out those 3 sections that I just said, and then everything else I just make it up, but making sure I'm putting my keywords in there. Usually questions.
Let's see here.
I don't think there's any formula. I don't follow the same template each site. Do you?
Nope.
No.
I literally say exactly what you just said. Go see what your competition is doing.
Yeah, I've always done it just to save time and effort. It's like, okay, I got these optimized areas. Let's just go copy these guys. Oh, these guys are winning. Okay, I'll just do what they're doing. right? And then I'll just look at their densities and be like, oh, they have 53% prominence over the whole page. All right, I'll go 54%. I win.
Yeah.
It's
basically it. Find out what someone else is doing, copy them, add your own juice in there, and then you're good.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's it.
Marcus just spoke this, man. Can you explain Google Stacks a little more? This is your specialty.
Can I explain Google Stacks
Drive
a little bit
Stacks.
more? So, and two, yeah, I've heard all kinds of really cool names. I've given them names. I even made up my own, an entity drive stack, right? I made up my own and gave it to it. But in any case, with that being said, what it is, it's a link hub. It's a place to be able to congregate all the links that are important to an entity and be able to then power them all up. Because really, for me and what I would do and how I teach, I want to get not only all the properties that I'm creating within Google, but everything else that's relevant to my brand business, my service, or my clients. I want to get all that together so I can start embedding it on other properties and start sending a lot of links to it. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. It's a link hub. That's it.
Marcus has a nickname for you. Marcus called SEO Swole Daddy.
Swole Daddy. The old Swole Daddy, huh?
Morning, evening, guys. How's it going?
Pretty good. It's going really
pretty good.
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
Could be worse. Here. Anytime could be worse.
Yeah.
What's the major topic for this live? Google Maps.
Yeah. Google My Business. Google Maps.
Q&A.
Yeah. Local SEO. That's the topic. That's always the topic. Yeah.
Google Maps, baby.
I've made 500 videos at least about these topics, you know.
Let's see. Tommy Finnan. Howdy, fellas. Hope all is well.
Hey, Tommy.
Nice to see you, Tommy. Let's see in here. Facebook user, morning, guys. Have a new GMB listing for a client. They want to verify it with a video call. No other options listed. Is it possible to still get a postcard verification method?
Is it possible to still get the postcard? Yeah, but why? You're
talked about this. Postcards the least trusted method. We've already talked about this last time.
Yeah, I get that so much. I'm like, exactly. Of that phone verification or phone conference, you're so close. You're that's as good as a text. You have to conjure up a few more items. Like you have to have like a bill, which I'm sure you have a printer. You got to have a sign, which I'm sure you have a card, or again, have a printer. And you have to have a phone, right? And you have to know how to work the phone so you can get an APK if you're using Android, or a downloadable to be able to, like a Pokemon spoofer for the GPS. As long as I'm sitting at the locale and I have the Google Maps app and you have some heart, right? You're not scared, like just to do it. You can get it off, dude. It's very easy. You can get that off. Yeah, it's just a lady like in another country. Like she has like 2 questions, But I think most people see that and run. So like I was just like, F it one day. And I just went through the process. I'm like standing at the location, right? I just went through it all on the phone and it worked. So I know it can work. I know it's easy. I just said F it and just tried it, and you will get it off in most cases. I did. So I think you can too.
Let's see here. Didn't you do one live at oh my God.
Well, I didn't do the video. Hey, that's actually kind of fun. Dude, how ballsy would that be, dude? Yo, I
talked to someone about that the other day. I was like, Chris, that was fun. You know how much shit can go wrong? And it's like, and Chris just went, fuck it. And went live.
Yeah. But that's actually, that's a fun idea. I do have some accounts maybe I could probably trigger it on. A video conference and do it live. And like, juke the Google people live. That'd be like spit in their faces, dude. That would be so bad. Oh my gosh. That would not be smart of me. That would be fun to do though. That would get a little bit of that was pretty good, Chris. Yeah, For
Hey
sure.
Google, we're gonna
Don't
go
you think
live
that'd be
with you.
funny?
We're gonna go live with you, Google, real quick, and we're gonna discuss this topic.
That'd
Let's
be funny.
see.
Don't you think that'd be funny, William? I
It's
do a video
always fun.
conference for
I would.
verification live in like
That'd be cool.
Nebraska or something, and you know,
Me, that'd be cool.
yeah, it'd be cool, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool.
Let's see here.
Google wouldn't think it was so cool.
Biz Tour, the 360 tour experts. Chris, I haven't forgotten about you, my brother.
Yeah, I hope not. It's all right. I didn't forget you. I remember. I see the logo, right? It's hard. That's a long name, you know. It's hard to forget that name.
Are you going to be at SEO Underground tomorrow, Chris?
I was initially going to fly there, but yeah, I spoke. I have a time slot. I don't know if he gave up the time slots or whatever, but I do have a slot. I was preparing something. It's kind of hard. I was going to do something, but to run that particular program that I run, it's on a USB, and I can't run the recording. So I'm going to have to just do it on a VPS. Yeah, I got something special for you guys. It's Black Hat, so I'm just going to come out the gate with some true Black Hat. Because I've seen a lot of conferences, and no one usually, no one does, not live and publicly, you know. So, I mean, if you want Black Hat, then let's just cross the line, and I'll show you Black Hat.
Let's see here. Froland, which businesses niches are the most successful with Google My Business?
Which business niches are the most the ones that the phone rings? You know, I've talked to so many different men, women, almost seem like children, in all different niches. So I think anything where you can get the phone ring, you know, I think there's some more that pay out a little bit more on the raws, you know, but man, you can make a lot of money in a lot of niches. So I don't want to just say one or two and then
whatever niche you really work in. I mean, you've done a lot of niches, and I've done a lot of niches. It's just a matter of how determined you are, the client, really.
Yeah, are they willing to wait? You know, do they have the budget?
Sit on your hands. Sit on your hands and be patient. You know,
a lot of them, you know, they think that it's 30 days, you know, or maybe you can make it happen in a week. Or you'll do something just to see how the account's going to, you know, move. And they'll notice a big jump early on, which is just you testing stuff. You get a nice spike and they're like, oh, right? They're pulling the wiry.
It's going to be this way the entire time.
You get a little hit early on and then they're like, oh, man. And then you fall and then they're like, oh, man, you know, we were doing good. And I'm like, no, it's just part of the process here. Yeah, man. Any niche, every niche.
Let me see here real quick. Next one, trance. Is schema a significant ranking factor?
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. In a lot of cases, if you have a page bringing in a lot of keywords, it can actually be a hindrance, right? And I'm sure you've ran into this in the past. If you've been doing SEO for a long time, you know, you get a page that's bringing in 3,500 keywords. You go on there and tune it up utilizing schema for one. You'll do really good for that one, but you'll start losing a lot of that other, that it just pinpoints you, you know. So it's not for every page and it's not for every one, but it can be helpful, but it's not a signal. No.
Let's see here.
It's not a ranking factor. Could be helpful in some cases though, for sure.
Yeah, someone else just asked the same question. I have a client that wants to hide their address for security reasons. If I go into the info and clear address, what are the chances it's going to get suspended?
No, but why? You know, I run into that a lot. It's if you go in there and just clear the info, it's that you know, it might go under review. It doesn't mean it's going to get suspended. I would just go and make that one change though. If it has to be that way, just make that one change and let it sit. Don't touch anything else. Just wait for it to go out of review.
Let's see, Marcus. Getting address verified right now for new GMB, but don't plan to display the address on the GMB with the citations. So I need to leave address blank or just the city and the GMB?
But don't. display address in Germany with these citations. I need to leave the address blank or just city. The GMB. Yeah, you can build out citations with the exact without the exact. You can utilize the city. I again, I think that you're always putting in my opinion, right? Running local extension ads, pushing out citations, pushing out press releases. In a lot of service-based businesses, most of the time, Google rewards websites that are showcasing the address. In most cases, I always, to me, 9 times out of 10, man, the winning websites are showing the address. Like Google, it's a trust factor, but I do understand sometimes you have to hide it. And I do understand that, hey, I can still rank without it, but not as easy as with it,
I always want to show the address usually, but you can't always do it. You can't always do it. And when you can't do it, you just can't do it.
Yeah, you could do city, town with the phone number. You could build out citations.
Tommy, when deciding a specific city for a location page for an international website, should we focus on the cities that already are sending good traffic to the main site?
Well, no, I would focus on keyword. I would do some gap analysis, and I would be building out my off page for those particular pages. If they're already getting me my wins, what I'd be actually looking for is venturing out into other locations and doing those combination location plus service pages, right? To figure out, hey, where's my next couple hits going to be? Because you look at a website, that website probably has a couple really strong pages. You got to keep building to figure out, well, what are my next couple strong pages and my next couple strong. So no, I wouldn't dedicate too much time on just those. I would just do gap analysis and off-page link building, and then I'd start looking for other opportunities.
Here's a follow-up here. Also, any good tools out there to audit Google ad campaigns? He knows that's a little off topic, but ad campaigns.
Yeah, not the auditing, like an automated, like a Labrica for AdSense, right? Not necessarily. Not that I use. No, not that I know of. I'm sorry, Tommy. It's not really
It's not my forte either.
Yeah.
All right. Local rank booster. Easy boys. What's your take on negative SEO? One of my sites is frequently getting hit tons of low quality backlinks. Most are no follow. Duplicated link farms. Would you disavow these crappy links?
Never. I personally, this is my opinion. I will never, ever, ever disavow a link unless Google tells me that I have to. For what? Why? And two, like a lot of times, like you've done link building in a positive light where you've used tools and other services, built all kinds of links. And what did it do for you? Nothing, right? So like let them build them. Let them start building out your authority. Let them point. Go ahead. Link build. Do me a favor. Most of the time, they're going to be neutral links anyway. And I'm not going to go in there and spend my time or effort and do Google's job for them by disavowing. Heck no. So no, I'd steer clear. Just for what? Unless they point it out. You get a manual or you're seeing a page that's steady declining, then I'd start looking at toxic links. But other than that, heck no. Not me. I don't. No way, dude.
Same thing. I see them all the time building out backlinks and stuff to stuff. It's like, it's helping me out. That's all I do.
Good looking.
Thank you.
They think they're doing negative, and a lot of times you're just pushing links. Google doesn't. Oh, why? Because you spun the anchor text? Okay. Good. Thanks. Now you start seeing some DA93s or some DR90s.
Yeah, some other powerful shit.
Then at scale, and they're all containing your target keyword, and then all of a sudden they start maybe swapping those out. Or if I start seeing a lot of that kind of building going on, then I'd start looking like, whoa, what's going on here? That's a negative.
Not crappy, unpowerful backlinks that really aren't going to do diddly shit.
Exactly. That's who cares? Yeah, keep building them. Good looking. And then they're using your brand name in a lot of cases. Like, please, thank you. Just save me a $3 fiber package or $2 or whatever it is.
Stefan, does rank and rent still work?
I think anything. anything can work if you're willing to work, right? So yes, definitely. And it might
Works
not
if
be the
you're
optimal model for everyone,
yeah.
but you can make anything work if you're willing to do the work.
If you're willing to put in the work, it works. You know, if you think it's going to be a get rich quick money scheme, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But I think for the most part, most things out there, if you think is going to be get rich quick, is going to be sorely disappointed, because most of the time you're going to have to actually put in work, and you're going to actually have to put in the effort to make it work. So
yeah, and we're two guys. You're one guy. That's only three dudes. This whole room, everybody I've ever talked to, everybody's looking for a hit. Everybody wants the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So everything's going to take work and time. It's going to be hard probably. But welcome to the game, and we're here. If I can answer any questions, I will.
yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
So Ferlin is, with all the knowledge, how much time do you spend on page optimizing just one page?
As long as it takes. On page and structure is so important until it's done. Yeah, it depends too on the client. It depends on what the budget is. It depends, like, am I billing on the hour? Am I billing on the time? Right? Is this a big project? Is it a performance base where this page matters a lot? I'm gonna make darn sure I don't care how long it takes until it's right.
Let's see here. We got another one coming in. Marcus, also, should my website URL be the exact same as the GMB, considering niche plus city.com, but how does ABC plus niche plus city.com work?
Nichecity.com, ABC. That's fine. You're still getting your target key phrase inside of the URL. And then you're probably going to put a slight variation for your location pages, right? Other location pages or cities. It works the same. Google doesn't care where it's at as long as it's in that. If you can get it in the URL, you're at a slight advantage from the door. But you're at a disadvantage for off page, because you have to be a lot more mindful of your ratios.
Ferlin, what are the most common mistakes SEOs make when running a local business?
Overthinking. Come up with the plan, come up with the content strategy, come up with the off-page strategy, make sure you're technically sound, and then run. I think the overthinking, like reanalyzing, building out silos and anchor text diversities and like this and this and this and this. No, build out these core pages, build out your off page, and then sit and wait. Yeah, I think that
most people overthink, and then because they overthink, they take no action, and when they take no action, they don't know what works, and then they're not doing shit, and then they're just sitting around losing. Actually put in some work, make some mistakes.
Yeah,
just learn from your mistakes.
Just throw some stuff up there. You'll learn a lot and figure out what's just go throw up 100 pages and then just sit and look. What's Google rewarding? Oh, great. I've got 4 pages to rank without doing anything. Okay, I'll just next 4, right? I think you can go really far just by doing, for sure. I have to agree.
Tommy, thanks, guys. Thank you, Tommy. Totally makes sense. Cheers, guys, from local ranker. Let's see here. Have you seen that you can't create posts on a GMB at the moment? Is it a bug? So this is what I was asking you about the other day, and I asked someone else. Some of the GMBs, at one point, we could create a GMB post, and no matter what, they all go up. Now it seems like some of them are lagging and they're not being put up immediately, and then other ones are being put up immediately. But I don't know if I think that's a bug or not, because they come up eventually.
Yeah, I mean, even if it is like I personally wouldn't even waste time. Like, okay, I did a post and it's taken a few extra minutes, an hour, maybe the next day. Like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? It's Google. Like, even if there is like,
just move on.
Yeah, move on. Exactly. Yeah. Like, Who cares? Like
You
Google
can use
sucks,
you
man.
could use the GMB post for other things, and that's what you talked about before. You could hot link the post. You can hot link. It's a matter of the post is not the Chris has even mentioned this before. The post is not so much necessarily, hey, you should be posting every day or whatever. It's what are you doing with those posts after you posted. You know, so that's what matters.
Oh, and I had a client. I had a client that I recently got. I'm doing a brief audit. If you were previously working with an SEO agency and they're doing the posts, they're filling out all these, and you're seeing all these views, and then you'll notice 0 clicks, 0 clicks, 0 clicks. If you're seeing 200, 300, 400 views and 0 clicks, something's going on there. It might look really cool for, metrics and for reporting, but if
That's
it's
the
not
only
driving
thing.
clicks,
It's not driving traffic. If it's not driving traffic, it's
what's the point? Yep, I can inflate those numbers. And it looks good in a
Easily.
report, but very easily.
I told someone before. I said, "You realize there are people that buy traffic just to send it to your website or just to send it to a GMB, just to say, my God, look at all this traffic that I got since I've been working with you."
That's it.
And then you think they're wonderful and everything, and really they're not.
Yeah, you're jacking that up, but where's the phone call volume? Overall keywords ranking for.
Yeah, you don't get the option to even create a post at the moment. Yeah, I haven't seen that. That I haven't seen. Now, see, what we were having happen was we could create the post and they're not showing up for, 24, 48 hours or whatever. But I haven't had it where I haven't seen the option to create a post. So I'd be curious as what niche you're in and what else is going on with it as well.
Yeah. Are you verified?
Yeah, all types of shit. So we'll just wait on some more questions. Y'all got some questions, put them down here, and we will definitely get to them.
Yeah, we were on a roll there. It's going really good.
Boom, 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 boom. We still got 20 people up in here, so
good. That's a good little batch. Let's see here. I saw one in here.
No. Here's Biz Tour. What Google Maps or local SEO tasks would you outsource to a VA?
Local SEO task would you outsource to a VA? A lot of the outsourcing primarily is the content. The optimization and a lot of the link building we'll do by ourselves. Like the mundane of posting, the optimization, that's an outsource in most cases. I mean, it'll make a cool video. I'll make videos, but a lot of times that's really, filling out products and services and optimizing, that's an outsource. Posting schedules, that's an outsource. Yeah, pretty much anything that you can just go in there and do. You can teach anybody to do that stuff. That's all outsourced.
We do that all the time. We teach people just how to do certain things. There are a lot of tasks you can outsource. GMB, GMB optimization, GMB posts. We hit citations, backlinks, Google News Network, articles. I mean, it's never ending. So let's see here. I scored a client of electrical company. SEO ranking around my area looks so easy. Can I just say 6 months to him before we sign the contract? Is that the correct answer? I love this stuff.
I mean, you can sometimes give a roundabout. I would never give a definitive. I mean, you could look at something and see that the difficulty score is low or whatever for particular keywords, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy to get up there.
And I've seen some that look easy. You'll see some, especially like, was it water restoration and pest control looks easy as shit.
Oh, yeah.
You'll go in there and be, let's say, 80, 90, 100,000 in population, and then you try to do the SEO on it, and it's hard as shit just to get the needle to move. So I've seen that, then I've seen other places where you think it's going to be really hard, and it's not.
Yep, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Morning, guys. Morning, whoever you are. Make sure give StreamYard access, and then we can see your names. But Facebook user, good morning.
Yep.
Tommy's got another question. Last one, guys. One of the most difficult issues I'm having right now with clients is trying to get them to be more active on social. Your opinions, how important is it to be active on social for local?
I think it's important to have those profiles. I think that it's important to, so, all right, let's look at it this way. I think that it's important on Facebook to have people are talking about, right? Talking about the brand on a daily, consistent basis, right? So that metric is definitely, in my opinion, looked at. I think that having activity within Twitter on a consistent basis is important. I think it's an overall important to an overall campaign for sure. Yeah, like I could point out individual pieces in which I'm looking at, but I think it is important. I don't think you need to have, and I don't think it's weighted by followers or likes or anything like that. I think it's just a matter of being consistent, like plugging it into a platform, like maybe a go high level or something like that. I think it's important to an overall campaign. What do you think, William?
I think social signals and driving traffic in general is going to help you. If you're using it to drive traffic and where are you driving the traffic to, it definitely helps. I mean, I would, and the problem is most people, what they do is they go social media and they go, let me post the same thing on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and everything else. And that's just simply not going to work. You need to know, for instance, if you're going to start doing social media, I would tell you to study how did Instagram start? What's the algorithm about Instagram? What's the Instagram, what's Facebook's? What updates have happened on Facebook? What affects the algorithm? If you really want to be effective at it, if you just want to fill up your social profile, if you just want to quote unquote create a big, footprint, post whatever you want on it, no problem. But if you actually want to be effective and drive traffic, then you need to understand the platforms. Each platform is different. Like I've seen people, and maybe I'm completely off kilter here, but I've been seeing people put hashtags in Google My Business posts. For me, that's just like, why are you doing that? That's like Instagram, TikTok, and even some Facebook, but for the most part, it varies from platform to platform, and people try to do it the same across everything, and you just can't. So that's just my opinion. Let's see here. We got Marcus. Hey, I use Duda. Is there an efficient way to make location pages when using platforms like that? Like how William has the location plugin he does in WordPress. If not, what's the structure of location pages when not using a WordPress plugin? We do it manually. When we don't use a plugin, we still do it manually. We can still do it on Duda. It's just not as, if you will, easy and fast. But we can still do it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're still gonna have your baseline page template, and then changing out the URL structure, the title and the H1s and the body content. I mean, it's probably not just a plug and play, like
that's the only thing.
You still have your baseline template though. You still have to go page by page. That's all.
Yeah, even when we did it manually on WordPress, we created template first, and then it just changes, depending on the location or neighborhood, etc. That's the only thing that really changed. Even when we were doing it that way, only reason we came out with a plugin was because of the fact we're having to do thousands of them every month, and it gets kind of ridiculous having to do thousands of them. And that was one of our main, if you will, things I push a location page, geocentric pages. If you have that, it'll help your rankings. If you don't, So, but let's see. Tommy, laughing out loud, go high level is the bomb. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the info.
Sure.
Yep. Get your questions in here. Drop them in here. We got about 15 minutes or so left.
I saw something in here. Let's see if I find it. I saw it. Posts at the moment. I saw one in here that we missed.
I had to block 2 of them, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there was 2. You wouldn't have one on here, I don't think.
Why? What'd they say? Nothing. Don't worry about
it. Chris, can you tell me? It's funny, but Chris, can you tell me how to tell my wife to put out more?
Put out more?
Yeah, that was his question. I'm like, really?
I mean, I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know, man.
Tell you why. Maybe she's not putting out more because you're not putting in enough.
Yeah, you know? I don't know. I don't ever really. I don't know, man. I guess everybody's different.
You know, I don't know with that.
You had to be like a ferocious lion, you know. If it's time, it's going down no matter what. You know, it's like, okay, the end of the day. All right, kid's in his room, he's sleeping. All right, everybody's sleeping. All right, now's the time, right? You just go in there and take that. I don't know. That's up to you, though. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one was talking about salt and shaking salt and licking salt and I don't know, some crazy people. So I'm careful now because I remember the first time we did it, had this guy's like coming in here trolling. I didn't think anybody trolled Chris. I was like, Chris never has this issue.
Sometimes. Yeah, I usually don't even, I just overlook it. I usually invoke, you know, people have a lot of time on their hands. I tend to just look past them, you know.
Remember one you did yesterday? I think it was yesterday. The woman's like about backlinks. I bought backlinks from you, and I'm unhappy. And you were talking about you were searching for her email live, and I'm like, yeah, I don't see your email in here, man.
Yeah. It was a dude with yeah. That was only because it was blasted, and then people in the chat were like, dude. I was like, all right, so you're disrupting. I didn't even kick him out. I was like, okay, I could have just.
No, I like the way you handled it. I've actually thought about doing.
I just put him on blast. Where's the issue? Yeah. Okay, I'll just check your email in my email box. Let's see. Did I ignore you? Never sent me an email. Go and check. Did you buy something from me? Not even a purchase. What? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You didn't buy anything, and you've never contacted me with the email that you just gave me. It's blatantly obvious. So yeah, that happens sometimes, you know. And then I noticed down in man, it's funny, man. People are funny. Always.
I've had other people tell me to do the same. It's like, you need to settle this issue with this person or whatever. So, funny thing is, I actually tried settling this issue with this person, and funny thing is, they don't want to settle this issue. So I just keep on moving on. Constantine, I love the name. Tried to re-verify GMB under a new address. When I enter the code, Google tells me to verify changes in info page. It pulls the old address into yellow. When I do, it requests re-verification. What do I do?
Can you re-verify it? If you're able to re-verify it, why don't you just go get a new locale? Why don't you go drop a new pin on there and re-verify it then? Because it sounds to me like you can re-verify. So go to the same exact location under a different launch and lad. It's the same building.
He has a follow-up. This address re-verification has been a never-ending cycle. Google support won't answer. The address still hasn't changed. It accepts the new address, but then it keeps the old one anyways.
Yeah, what I would do in this kind of case, it sounds like you can get the postcards. Even if you had to, you probably could. What I would do is, again, on the actual map, just going to the same exact building, just moving the pin slightly will change the longitude and latitude. This is considered a new location in Google's eyes, even though it's the same. It's 147 Main Street, but the longe and lat is slightly different. So this is a new one. So I would go through the verification process again, kill that other one. And then if, say, you had tons and tons of reviews, they can actually transfer them once you get verified and everything goes back to normal. So that's probably how I would handle that. Pick a slightly different modified launch and lad and go back through the program. Because it sounds like that account is just taking you through a loop. Which happens, man.
Let's see, Trance. Can you still use your location page plugin without having a registered GMB? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a GMB. You don't have to do the map embed. You can still pull the geocentric city information, lat long, governor, weather, driving directions. You can do all that stuff. Street drive. You don't have to even have the GMB to use it. Marcus, buying expired domain names with a high DA authority outside of the niche, then writing a blog linking back to the site. Is it worth it versus all the other backlink options?
Buy an expired domain with high domain authority outside the niche and writing a blog and linking back. Yeah, but if you're going to go through that process, why wouldn't you it's just one more step. Why wouldn't you just find something that's at least semi-relevant? If you're going to write the blog and you're going to post it, you're going to host it, you're going to go through all that process. Just one more step. Look for something that's at least niche specific, or at least within the general niche, Is it worth it? Yeah, it's still a link is a link. But I mean, if you're willing to do all that other stuff, then you're willing to get the right domain,
And then what would you rather do? Buy a aged domain name or an expired domain?
So, when you're buying these auction domains that are aged, that have good backlink profiles, when you're trying to scale this, it's cost prohibitive, right? So you run into cost issues. So you can do a lot more with the expired because of price, and you can launch a lot more. But there's a larger waiting game to see what's going to take back up. Is it going to index? Is there any issues? So it depends on your goal.
It looks like, because a lot of people, from what I remember, is basically they think if they had, let's say, a high DA before it expired, that actually transfers over once it goes live again.
That
does not happen. If it's an aged domain name, you never lost it. Therefore, it's still there, and you're still riding. So it might be worth the investment if you don't want to do 1, 2, or 3. But if you're doing a lot, it can get very expensive very fast.
Very fast. Yeah, if you're trying to launch 50 or 100 sites to start like a little mini network or something, you might want to go the expired route, because then it's just the cost of admission, get them up on VPS, get them up on hosting, see what pages take, what links re-index, and then pick out your winners. You can get to the finish line a lot cheaper, but there's time involved. If you're trying to just get one domain or 2 or 10, just pay the $150 or $200 and go buy a good domain.
You just sit and wait.
Yep.
Stefan, did you have issues with adding location logo not being counted towards profile completeness? If you're referring to the video I did the other day, no, I did not. I didn't have. Basically, there are people that are going and they're adding the logo, and then it's still saying that, let's say their GMB is only complete 85% or whatever, and it never goes up. To me, those are one of those things. To me, I'm like, what? Just to me. Why are you worrying about stuff like that?
Yeah,
just complete the shit.
Yeah, sometimes I'll redrop it in there, like redo it, like one more time just to keep it fresh.
Yeah,
but I don't.
That's one thing. But then I have people that are just like, well, I did everything it says to do, and it still says only 85% complete. It's like, really?
Who cares?
I don't really think that's a ranking factor. But
yeah, if you're at 100 and it says 85, yeah, it'll irritate you. And you might even try it one more time, but then if it just sits, who cares?
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Constantine, beautiful Chris, thank you. We'll try that. Awesome.
My pleasure.
I've run into that Constantine, is it worth selling GMB management service for unclaimed listings as a foot in the door offer?
Well, if you have a process in order to create these and you can find value and get the phone to ring based on that and offer it as a service, then it can be a service. But I wouldn't muddy the waters. It's only going to be so long until, like, how much longer do you think they're going to allow that? For how much longer do you think that we're going to be able to just go in there and do that? So, like, I don't know. I wouldn't base. If you can get in there and get some wins and make a little bit of money really fast, then sure. I do it for clients, but I just don't see the longevity in that in that. Not for much longer. I don't see it.
They may be closing it. Let's see here. Jason just tuned in. What's up, guys? Did you see William? My gangster music, huh?
Hey, what video tool are you guys using to create those videos?
I pay someone to create those damn videos for me.
So those ones where it sounds like a robot talking, and then it does and what I'm
okay. I know what you're talking about. No, I use wave.video.
Oh, wave.video. And then is it a seamless process? Like, I don't want the automated talking.
Seamless. I literally take a blog post, drop it in, and it chooses the images, it chooses the video, it puts the text in there, everything.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking
we're doing it for every single client, so you can definitely do it at scale. Now, if you want it to be pretty and perfect and all that crap, no, you can't do it at scale. My boy has been taking. I called him in today. I was like, listen, why is it taking you forever to do this many videos when I know how long it takes to do videos? And then I found that's because he's trying to make them look, like professionally commercial made or whatever. And I'm like, no, that's not what we need to do. My goal is to, get these videos ranking and the keywords and the naps and the, unstructured citations and all that other stuff. So
inside the videos for the client, you're utilizing YouTube for clients, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inside of those videos, are you it's time for school, so I usually walk them down in a few seconds, or I'll have to walk off. But what are you adding into those videos?
I love it. Chris is a trip.
Yeah, that's little Chris. He's a big trip. Can you hear him? I got it. I got it angled up. Yeah. So it's preschool time. Usually I walk them down. I can come back.
Yeah, just come back. We'll be here.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. It's when preschool time comes, man. He's got to see his daddy.
I'll be here.
I'll be right back.
What's up, Jason? Yeah, it's Wave Video Maker. Pretty much does it seamlessly. So you got some more questions, just drop them in while we're waiting on Chris to get back. And then once he gets back, we'll answer some of these questions. So while he's doing the daddy thing, let's see what else. Any questions? We'll be sitting here waiting. How's the gym treating you, Jason? Jason's my boy. We've been doing gym twice a day, grinding it out, eating right, working out, and doing everything else, running an agency. And then today, me and my boy, I got him a drone, so y'all are going to start seeing some drone videos too. So drone video is going to be coming out. Got a nice little drone for him, so whenever we go to the beach, we'll do some of those stuff. You heard that if you rank for the best looking man in a city, you're a real SEO. Yeah, that's apparently the rumor. Lifting heavy, brother. Yes, sir. How much are you deadlifting? Are you even doing deadlifts right now? What's your holy trinity at? Squats, deadlifts, and bench. Or as we called it, the Holy Trinity. Just drop some questions in here and we will definitely answer them. We're just waiting on y'all guys. 1.6. I don't know what the kilograms. You give me kilos to pounds, okay? For your weight, it's probably good. That's not bad. That's decent. That's actually pretty decent for your, probably from what I look at, from what your weight. 160 kilograms. How much you weigh, Jason? Yeah, that's what I'm talking, Marcus. 405. Well, 405 deadlift, 365 squat, 225 bench. My bench was always not great, but my squat and my deadlifts, which the numbers you're throwing out, is what I warmed up with. So, but that was back in the day. Leg press, squats, but mainly into squats, deadlifts, and bench press. So, ha ha ha. So yeah, just drop your questions in here. We'll be here. Let's see. Get your questions in here. We'll get them answered. Let's see here. Yeah, the simple ones. All right. Oh, I got y'all in here now. The Endurance Factory Fitness CrossFit. Oh, yeah, boy. Back squat 285, front squat 250, deadlift 350, bench press 165. You weigh in at 168. 49 years old. A little bit older than me. I'm 44. 44 years old. Just getting back into working out again. So we're going to have our gym upstairs, we'll have a platform to do deadlifts and squats and everything else. My goal is really just to set it up just like a damn powerlifting type facility. So let's see. You deadlift rankings. No, I don't deadlift rankings. I raise them from the dead. What's all included in my SEO services? So depends. But overall, if you go to the website, you'll see it at rankfortress.com. Go to SEO services and go to GMB monthly or SEO services monthly, and we have it all listed there. But backlinks, of course, press releases, news network from Holly, video, YouTube stack, advanced schema, advanced location pages, parasite SEO, pretty much everything you could ever want. Jason, if I had only one method to rank a website, what would I use? Most people don't rank mainly because they lack the proper website structure. They lack proper internal linking. They lack proper on-page SEO. If you'll just do those things, generally speaking, you can get the rankings up. But if you don't, you won't. So the Endurance Factory Fitness Home CrossFit. Yeah, you'll love it, man. Upstairs, like I'm in the studio / office where actually we were going to be done. And I said, hey, let's go ahead and turn that second floor up into a gym. So now we're turning that into a gym. And we're going to be putting, squat rack, deadlifting platform, back rows, all types of shit up in there. So my boys won't have to go pay a gym anymore. And plus, on top of it, I'll be able to work out here. I already have some basic stuff, but I want the full training center upstairs. So, but yeah, I used to work out literally twice a day, 6 days a week, and had 1 day rest. That gym better be ready when you arrive. You better just go and buy your damn plane ticket and get your ass over here. Stop talking about when my gym is going to be ready. Just get your ass over here. All right, Karen. Hey, William, I know you're planning on doing it. I'm wanting to do my first news story on Holly's Google News Network. Until you do a video on proper formatting, is that coming anytime soon? Yes, it is. I'm actually going to start doing those. Probably going to be coming up either tomorrow or the next day, where I'm going to do some video training on it and start showing y'all exactly how we do it and everything. So, but yes, it will definitely be coming up next week in GMB. Well, tomorrow Chris will be there, Holly may be there, and Mike Merlino and well, not Chris, but Holly might be there. Mike Merlino will be there, and then Brent Bowser will be there. And we'll be discussing CTR manipulation, CTR templates, everything click-through rate manipulation related. Because we've been doing CTR, Mike's been doing CTR, and so has Brent, via every method you can think of under the sun, whether that be through cell phones, micro workers, Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever. That's on Wednesday. On Thursday, Chris Palmer will be in GMB Pros, and then on Friday is my man Kevin, where we talk about how to make money with Google My Business. Then on Saturday will be Lead Snap, which is the equivalent of, if you will, go high level. And then on Sunday we will be talking about cryptocurrency. So if you have any questions and for any of those, you need to be in the group to know it. You be in the group to be a part of it, because these are live training sessions that we do at Rank Fortress Academy. Okay, so Marcus, how long do you recommend H1 being, and do we always keep one per page? I try to only do one per page at the top above the fold. And I don't really care about the length, but I generally do, for example, niche plus city or niche plus near me, something like that. It's never going to be, the best electrician in all of Jacksonville, Florida, coming to you soon, or something crazy shit like that. All right. Karen, you rock, William. Thanks for being so responsive to questions, problems we might be having. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. And thank you, Karen. Let's see. We get any more questions coming in. Get your questions in, because we'll be answering them. As long as y'all keep dropping them, we'll answer these questions. Okay. Let's see here. Get your questions in here. We'll answer them. Okay. Get those Google My Business questions in here. So Marcus says, so niche near me, then put also in the niche or the city plus niche. I personally would just do the niche plus the city. And sometimes throughout the page, I will be talking about niche plus city or niche plus near me throughout the text. Okay. Throughout throughout your copy that's on the pages. Jason, which SEO tools do I regularly use? My number one tool I use is my brain. Okay, my number two tool I use is Google Search. Number 3 is going to be Google Search Console. Then I also like a couple of tools to do on-page SEO audits, that sort of thing. But it's going to be SEO all-in-one meta, GMB Everywhere, GMB Crush. Then I also like to use Rank Tracker and Website Auditor by link-assistant.com. You're welcome, Marcus. All right, Steve Mover. Does having a second GMB in the same city hurt the other? No. Just depends on how far away is it. Is it a mile away? Is it 10 miles away, 20 miles away? I actually prefer multiple GMBs. They just need to be a good distance away, because some of our GMBs, whether that be a mover, a locksmith, or whatever, I've got GMBs that we got ranking up to 100 miles. So sometimes you need them, sometimes you don't. Some other GMBs I got ranking at 20 miles. A lot of these guys out there be showing geogrids and they're only 2.5 miles and act like they accomplished something, but reality is it's 2.5 miles. 2.5 miles is what I start with, and I go to 5, then I go to 10, then I go to 20, and keep doubling it as much as possible. All right. What's the best type of content to use for Holly Google News site network or for her backlinks? Okay. The best type of content is a press release or a blog, in my opinion. What we do with it is we take the blog, and I actually have a video I posted earlier today regarding backlinks. So if you haven't went to it, go to my YouTube channel and look at the last video I did on Google My Business backlinks. I actually talk about in there, and Karen as well, I laid this out in there, Karen, on how to do backlinks using Holly's News Network and how to do it. Okay. Karen has another question. Is it possible to do a Facebook page rather than a business profile to avoid having to use a proxy? Facebook page rather than a business profile. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any pros or cons. We have one, but we don't really use it too much. Errol, do you still add the branding and logo to the images on the blogs? And what about geolocation? Whenever we're making the blogs for the actual website, yes. The lat and longitude, yes, sir. Steve, does dropping pins on maps help for GMB to show up in those areas? If you utilize the pin drops, if you're just dropping pins and not using them, then no, it's not going to help you. But what are you doing with them after you've dropped the pins? Okay. Are you posting on them? Are you using it at all? Are you setting up, if you will, the Google site? Are you submit? You can actually still get reviews. You can do a lot of shit with a pin dropped unverified listing. Okay. Facebook user, so Signal Genesis. What do you mean? Signal Genesis? Yes, I use Signal Genesis, but we're talking about earlier, they're asking about Holly Stark's News Network, something totally different.
Yeah. Oh, did we end?
No, we're here.
Okay, cool. Did you hear us up there running marathons?
Yeah, I heard him. I was like, he was like, Dad!
Yeah. Dad! Yeah. Dude, I got to give him his prep talk in the morning. Man, you look really good today. You're going to have a great day. What are you going to learn? Make sure you let me know. I like to get him amped up. Because mom gets him ready and gets him in a rush. I don't like that process. I like the get you, I like to just switch the day mode. That last word, that last touch, I think makes a lasting impression. Well, if you talk to a bunch of junk clients and then you get to one that's really happy and upbeat and happy and
you love it,
positive, that could set you up for the rest of the day.
It's like whenever I get those emails first thing in the morning where someone's thanking you, it's like,
I love that.
Just set my day for the rest of the day. It's like I don't give a shit what anyone says. So, actually, my son today, we got his drone charged up, so I bought him a drone, and my mom and his mom, of course, she's like, "How much did you spend on him?" I was like, "You don't want to know."
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that part. But because he wanted a little bitty thing, I got him a nice one. She's like, "Oh, it has a camera on it." I was like, "Yeah, of course."
I
didn't think I bought it.
Yeah, well, you gotta have that. Does it do the live stream too while it's on there, or the positioning?
All of it. So I told him, I said, you need to watch the videos and figure it all out, because we're going to be doing some live streams for these people and some videos. And whenever we go to the beach and stuff, we'll do that. And
and then those like zoom outs.
Oh,
we're gonna learn about SEO. And then it goes out on the beach. Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So he's all excited. He's been waiting on it, and then I had him. We were in the house, and I told him to go downstairs. He's downstairs. I said, "Mom's going to be coming now just do it. He's like, and she sees it just sitting there. It's like, that's cool. She's like, oh my God, it has a camera on it. And it's like, oh, so now you like it. Now
it's cool.
Money. Now it's cool.
Yeah. Well, the ladies are a little different. Like, clothes, and she'll take them places. But for me, when I'm buying stuff or looking for stuff, I'm looking to buy a reason to hang out and buy a moment.
Bingo.
Right? Like Play-Doh, like, oh, we could sit and do that together. Or a particular block set, like, oh, we could build that together. Or a drone, we could do that together, I'm always looking. Anything I could do with him and hang out with him, totally cool, man.
Steve Mover, I thought Chris went on the bus with him, laughing out loud.
I should have. No, we take him, we drive him up there. It's like a small little deal. I should have, man. He's got he's got a nice little setup up there. The teacher's super nice.
That's cool.
Nice, yeah, it's cool.
Errol, you're a good dad.
I try.
The
first run, not so much. When I was earlier in the 20s.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot of lessons in the first wave of like my daughter. Yeah, so when the little guy came, I had
to do with my daughter, I had to do a lot of apologizing for not being the best person in the world to be the dad. So
I was in my 20s. I was like 22, 23, 24, so.
That's when I got married. My first marriage was when I was 23 years old.
Well, so. Like if we look at, like, I'm 36, and then I go look at 21-year-old me.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. Big difference. I'm sure everybody's that way.
Let's see here.
Was there any other questions in there?
Will I get any juice linking to city GMBs?
Linking to city GMBs. Well, I think it's good to make that connection. Like if you have other city or other properties, maybe if you not control them, are you talking about like maybe M codes where you're linking out to it?
That's what I think he's mainly talking about.
What's that?
No, while you're gone, we're mainly talking about lifting weights and powerlifting and squats and
yeah,
totally changed gears. You left, we started talking about working out.
Yeah. So, powerlifting.
Right about the time you started coming back, we started talking about SEO again.
I started leaning back into it. Yeah. I had never gotten to the powerlifting, but before I left, as far as the city pages are concerned, I think creating strings and sending traffic, including the main city that you're trying to rank in, can be helpful. You might want that to show up inside your insights, like, hey, I'm getting traffic containing this. That could be helpful. It's hard to pinpoint any one thing because when you're sending a lot of traffic, you're doing a lot of stuff. It's hard to pinpoint and say, okay, it's this, at least for me, right? Aside from that, do you have anything else to add there, William, on that?
I mean, nope.
What else?
Whenever we're setting up local pages or location pages, we'll sometimes outlink to like one or two, like electric company. What's the electric company in the area? What's the airport in the area? What's the, if you will, city hall in the area, something like that. But that's about it. We don't go crazy with it or nothing like that.
Yep.
Just for references and that stuff. So
it's funny. I had somebody ask me about those because a lot of people really like your plugin, right? And they were asking me about the direction. So, I had a bunch of people ask me like, well, what do you do? And I gave a small example of taking the direction.
If you used WordPress, if you don't use WordPress too much, but if you used it, I would just give it to you so you could run with it and test it out and shit.
Play with it.
Yeah.
I saw I have a client that actually had it on the site already. It's kind of interesting. As soon as I got to them, I only had a small job. He was only concerned with 2 pages. It wasn't like a full blown, project, but he had it. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, we have, generally speaking, the main issues we'll have with the plugin when we do have them is always hosting or their theme. And then you'll get the cogs that will sit there and just spin and spin and spin where it's trying to pull the data.
Yep.
But the thing is, it's generally speaking, it's their hosting not being updated PHP or whatever. So we have to go in there and set it up and fix it up for them usually. But then I have people like, today the guy goes, he had it set up and literally he's already ranking on, he set it up on Friday and he's already ranking on page 1 in organic, within 3 or 4 days, and he wasn't there. So
cool. So he's happy.
So he's happy. And I'm like, awesome. Love it. Love hearing those type of things. I know not everybody, but but when it does happen, it's pretty cool.
Well, yeah. And I think too, like looking at the competitors for any SERP, if you're seeing somebody that's doing a lot of schema or, has very particular elements on their page, I think to be competitive, you'll need those elements for sure. I like that you've incorporated that too, taking competitor pages and competitor data.
Yep.
I mean, I've often, not in an automated way, but went out and did that. I would generally hide it inside of a frame, but definitely getting that on the page is helpful for sure. It was good to see that in the tool. I wasn't the only one thinking like, hey, man, this makes a difference.
Yeah. Let's see. Karen, thanks for the tip about today's backlink video. We'll check it out. Yeah, so I did a video on Holly's News Network, just basically how to do an article and showing how simple it is, because people kind of like how to do it. And it's like, all it is a blog. Put a damn blog on there, throw your blog up, do some things that we normally do. Hot linking images, YouTube embeds. We'll actually insert the YouTube there. So
yeah, I went hunting down. I saw some interesting. Oh, I wanted to ask you too, when you're doing it for the clients, as far as YouTube videos for clients targeting probably questions or maybe keywords too, inside of the description box or in the first comment, what are you generally, no matter what, linking to?
You mean on Holly's News Network? It could be to location pages, it could be to service pages. It's one of those two usually.
Well, no,
it's
I mean,
never like that. Yeah, go ahead.
Just inside of a client's, like say you're doing a campaign for a client and they want to do the video, say you are going to embed it, that's fine. But inside the actual video, what's the general process? Like, are you putting a playlist in there? Are you putting a map CID link in there? Like,
oh, the whole thing. Let me pull it up, because I mean, we got, for instance, latitude and longitude, the NAP, the share link, the CID, the latitude, longitude. I mean, it's like probably 6 or 7 different things we're putting in there.
Is that okay? Yeah, I was just curious what the format was.
Yeah.
And what's your what has been your luck with the different variations of Google redirects to a YouTube video?
I mean, we've just, honestly, the only thing we've really started doing was we're not doing no redirects or anything like that. It's just straight. If I was to show you, let me see. Let me see. Pull this up. Come on. Done. So like, let me pull this real quick.
After running through the embed network, are you seeing that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Inside of Search Console or inside of the tools?
No, I'm just if I've seen traffic increase, yes. Have I seen new subscriptions increase? Yes.
But is it picking up backlinks though?
No, I haven't even looked at that. I've only been using the embed network for like a week.
Okay. Yeah. I'm interested to know, man, you should get Austin on and ask him about the script. Like, where is after we change out details, where's it stored? Because I think that after you run a program, what do you have to do? Run it through an indexer?
Yes, it's indexing.
So you're looking for a flash
Omega indexer. Yeah.
So it's not housed.
You're going and we're doing, for example, if we did the embed, I mean, I could show you how to do one real quick.
No, I understand. I grasp that the concept. I'm looking to see, how do I replicate it for myself, right?
Yeah, basically with Holly's, you take your, your URL for your video, you put it inside of our embed network, and then you're going to there's like a little door. It looks like a little door. You click on it, and then it's going to say, okay, what's the title of the video and what's the keywords you want to go after? And it's going to change the URL structure for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you do that, it sends it. It's already in the embed network. And then now you take all those links it's going to give you and then shoot them over to the indexer to get them indexed. And we're using Omega indexer.
So when you put in those variations and it changes the parameters, right? And then it also changes it on the page. Why? Because you've added it into the parameters. That's what the script's doing. It's changing the CSS, right?
Yep.
So this isn't technically here. What we're after is this up here, right?
Yep.
So my question is after you put that in there, does she give you a whole list of several hundred different sites that it's created the parameters
Correct.
for?
Correct. Yes.
And
It's
then
about
your
150 of them. Yep.
And then you're flash indexing it.
Correct.
Interesting. Very interesting. So it's like a redirect network.
So and I'll show you. So for example, this is just the YouTube that you're asking about. What all do we put in there? Let me see if I can actually. Yeah, that's my big widescreen TV.
And after you're putting them inside of the indexer, you're using Omega or G Index or something, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Are you getting any of the pings, kind of like say a Google redirect or any of these redirects? Are you getting those to index? Are they showing up as backlinks inside of?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And what's the recommended flash indexer? Is it Omega?
She recommends Omega. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a good process. Yeah, they have a good automated process for sure.
This is that video that you're asking about. It's one of the many, but so it'll go through it and have all that, right? And the whole thing is just pulling from the blog or whatever, but we're taking, that's the header, then everything that's in here.
Okay.
This is the actual page. We have playlists for every single one of them. The lat long nap, the CID, the Google share, then these right here, and it will vary, but generally speaking, then we put the blog that's in the video in actual here as well.
Yep.
Then we double hit it. Then we double hit it.
Yep. And then you doubled up both instances.
Yeah.
Are you seeing value to that?
Let me show you real quick. So
that's interesting. That's an interesting little trick. I like that. I'm gonna have to look at that.
So
that's tickling.
We're ranked number 2 right here. And we're ranked number 1 here.
What's the volume on that? What's the keyword?
We don't even. Let's see.
SOD installation?
SOD installation, yeah. SOD installation here, SOD installation here.
And what is the domain name SOD installation? Does it have it in the main name?
You got it. You got it.
Well, that's an easy. Come on, William. Go on, bro.
We love it.
That's an easy win, bro.
We love it. And they got the video down here too. So yeah.
No, hey, that's I always love. Is that that video that's down there? Is that the YouTube or is that off the embed?
That's the YouTube.
Oh, okay. Because dude, she showed me. It's quite interesting, really. I had somebody within my group runs a real estate. He does only real estate, which is a tricky niche, dude. And he was showing me some wild stuff. Like it was. I was just thinking to myself, like it's just interesting. Like how are we able to get these redirects in there, and how are they applying so much pressure? I think it's really interesting. I really do.
Here's the YouTube video again.
That's awesome.
Because every single one of the pages, if you look at the page, every single one of these pages have the YouTube video on it, or a specific YouTube video for that page.
Wait a minute. Wait, is this? Whose site is this? A client site?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I know this guy.
Ron Stage.
Or maybe it's just somebody I know. Because man, I swear I've seen this site before.
Yeah, it's inside of our training and shit.
Okay, was it inside the GMB Toolkit videos?
Yep.
Oh, so that's probably where I saw it. Okay. Because I'm registered. I'm like, dude, I've seen this before. I've worked on this site, I think.
He's one of the ones that we did. There's our video again. So our videos are all popping up. So, but we're mainly using it, But
when you do white label for customers, white label, do you offer a different structure for people that are coming with more than one client a month? Do you have a tiering structure?
Yep. We offer a 37.5% discount.
Jeez.
So
I love it.
Yeah.
So it's and that's what, more than one client?
If you got 5 or more clients, it's 37.5%. So an $800 bill for everybody else is $500 for an agency. And that comes with everything under the sun that should be selling for like $1,600 a month minimum. So
we got a whole squad there, which is, it's hard to compete with, with a rank fortress. These US, it's hard to compete. It's good. And I saw your list. You have a nice list. It's very nice.
Yeah, we actually are going to be launching. I haven't shown anybody. Maybe I'll just go ahead and show everybody here.
Why not?
Why not? Give some more people some reasons.
Well, and I noticed you swapped too, like as when you moved camps, I noticed you've been more information pushing than product pushing. Correct. I was like, yeah, awesome. That's
like right now I'm doing like just how to do add a cover photo on your GMB, how to add a logo. I have the SOP I'm going to drop on how to do the PDF. Not going to do it live, but how to do the PDF in the course. We're going to go how to do the PDF that's in the bottom with the reviews. But basically just trying to teach different things instead of just talking about products or affiliate type shit.
And then what we're going to do, what are we thinking? Next week we'll or this week we can start promoting. What are we going to do? I know that a lot of people in your group, my group too, they're asking for an updated version, like the drive stacks.
Yeah, as soon as you're ready, man, because I got people begging for that. And I told them, said, Chris, that's his deal. Me, my VA, here you go, do it. If you want someone that's like, that's what they're, you're like the master at it to me. So
I've done a lot of them. Yeah. And what I'm thinking is I have a lot of the first sets done, but the technical side isn't done. And I'm thinking maybe we'll teach that part live. And then what I'm thinking is an add-on or an upsell or an order bump or however you want to look at it. Because the piece I want to integrate is the cloud stack. Because I think that without that element, you're missing a whole. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do those together. Okay. We'll do the drive stack with if you want to learn this too, we'll do that. Like it's part of the same deal, but we'll do it as like a jump or a bump.
Yeah, you just let me know, man, because I'm, like I told you, I'm definitely ready to do something with y'all so we can teach them some things.
Yeah, I think we'll lock that in. Let's I don't know. I guess we'll plan for next week and we'll talk. And I should have probably this week. I'll probably finish up the group. So I don't know how we can work together with that for like the testing group.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm waiting on you, man, because I know you've been busy. So
yeah, it's been a little hectic. And then too, I think after the call we can start talking. I think I have a working model that I think we could.
Yeah, my team is chomping at the bits ready. So I'm just waiting. But this is the new website we built up for white label, because I had a lot of people that want, a range, if you will. Maybe I want more than one press release or whatever. So this is the new white label SEO services website. We're going live with it this week, and it will range from $250 a month to $1,500 a month. The main difference being how much content we're producing, on the $1,500 a month package. But basically, every service under the sun that we have on Rank Fortress, the videos, and then the shop is over here. All the services we offer, Google Map embeds. We talk about what is a Google Map embed, you know, how to do them, all that jazz. What it, just basically all the stuff, and then plus our regular shop over there, like we normally have.
Yep.
But yeah, this is going to be the new site. It'll launch probably tomorrow officially.
Cool.
But yeah,
I like it. It looks really good.
Yeah, I actually like this one, believe it or not, better than my Rank Fortress one. But Rank Fortress is my baby. So then we're going to have, if you will, work or testimonials as well, which I'll show before and afters of work we've done or whatever.
And what is it? White label services?
White label SEO services.com.
Yeah, I wonder what keyword you're targeting.
I don't know. Possibly a new YouTube channel coming out too, called White Label SEO Services.
So you're directly competing with the Hoth, because they're the kings in the white label SEO space.
Yeah,
you're competing. You're going after the Hoth, really, is what you're trying to compete with.
Yep.
So you got them on price for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
There was a couple of people that I had in mind. So.
Yeah, well, the dominant forces, like I'm sure there's a lot of other guys after it, but if you go out into the marketplace, like who's actually winning?
Hoth.
Yeah, the Hoth is winning, right? Hoth, Thrive. A lot of these guys are really crazy. Yeah, the Hoth is pulling some. They're clicking, man. For the white label at least. Not saying that they're good. I'm just saying, when I go looking, because I was thinking about that. I'm good.
Yeah. Errol, you gotta message me, brother. Once you get 5 or more clients, okay? But yeah, I mean, that's why I told you, really, you can't compete. The fact a lot of people say, well, I can hire a VA and I can do this, I can do that. Well, you're never going to compete with someone that actually lives in the VA capital of the world. You're never going to be able to compete. It's not about price. It's about deliverables. It's about communication. It's about more than just price. If you think it's about price, I mean, I could go on Fiverr and get it cheaper, but that doesn't mean you're going to get results. You understand? So,
well, the process, you're not paying for the service or the deliverables or anything. You're paying for a process and result.
And it's like, and then on top of it, these guys are all trained, quote unquote, to follow our SOPs and processes. And then it's like, even whenever I have yourself or Holly on, I'm like, y'all better be listening. I want them listening and learning. I'm like, he might drop one little golden nugget that's going to be worth the whole fucking 4 hours he was on, but just listen, And like Frolin, who was asking questions earlier, he's one of my VAs, and he's got questions all the time. So. And stuff. So they're always wanting to learn. And we started offering VA services. So now we're up, I'm not doing it per se, but I'm helping my main man do it. So
that's it, man. Yeah. And I'm you should see I have a Rolodex too. Like when I have a question, I start messaging,
Yeah.
When I have questions, I'm like, hey,
That's why I asked you the other day, whenever the post thing was happening, hey, have you been seeing this happen? Because this is unusual. Why is this happening? There's not too many people I can ask. So, not opening. Do you have this domain as well? What are you talking about? Naeem Sadiq. Not opening. Do you have this domain as well? I don't know what you're talking about. White label SEO services.com. It's pretty simple. White label SEO services.com. I haven't indexed the damn thing yet. We're still about, trying to get it, completely ready. Once it's completely ready and I'm satisfied, then we'll do it.
Oh, this is a new player too. It doesn't look like they're doing much traffic, but SEO reseller, I guess.
Yeah, SEO reseller. And then white label SEO.
The firm one?
That's one of them, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm curious, like, what are these guys? I'm wondering their traffic compared to, say, the Hoth, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Let's
That's
go over
wild,
here.
man.
All in title.
I think you definitely have a good run there.
I think I'll do pretty good. I mean, I bought a premium domain name at a premium price. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So it wasn't one that was just available. You had to pay some good money for it.
Yeah, well, it's an exact match. I mean, you're right. You got I mean, it's a 590 term. So I'm assuming that domain was in the 700 range.
Mm-hmm.
Less?
Oh,
Oh, up. Wow. That's
yeah.
okay. I'm sure it'll pay dividends.
Yeah. So I'm gonna once my boys say it's done, then I'll give them the step-by-step process. The same thing we always do with everybody. We already dropped 50,000 words of content in that website.
Excellent.
So, and we're dropping probably 50K every month, and then doing everything else, the structure, of course, the backlinks and news network and videos and all that stuff. So,
It's awesome.
all right, looks like we ain't got any more questions coming in, man.
Yeah.
So if you want to hit me up about doing that training, what day and everything, and we'll plan it out and then see who all's interested and drop it. Cause I have, a good 50, 60 people have said they're interested. So
Yeah. So then I guess, I don't know, maybe what I'll do is I'll just reopen up a pre-lander, kind of like what we did. And then the first section again, I'll have the basics done, but I think the next step we'll just do live. I like the live, that way I can answer questions.
okay.
Yeah. I'll create another page and we'll just we'll take it from there. But I'm thinking we'll do next week. If you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, that's cool. Just tell me the time and then I'll schedule it out. And you thinking your mornings or evening?
Yeah. Well, what do you think's better for me? It's a lot of the morning time is probably best. Like my guys, it seems like the morning.
Yeah,
Afternoon.
it's like morning time, afternoon time is going to be my only free time because, like, at night right now is when I'm free. In my morning, starting next week, no, I got like 3 courses I'm running almost every day. So
busy.
Yeah, busy.
All right, so morning time is good. So morning's good. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Okay.
Just I'll create a page. I'm going to start pushing out. I'll hit the list. Hit the list.
Give me the page. Once you give me the page, and I'll start pumping it out and talking about it some more and putting it out there. Record that for reference as we get in the live class. I don't know what you're referring to. Naeem had it spelt wrong, but yeah, it's whitelabelseoservices.com. Once I actually go live with it, then I'll be pushing it more. Basically, that's going to be my new pricing structure. So if you don't, the whole reason we did that is because if some people don't want the whole kit and caboodle, they don't want everything. They just want to start. So I tried to bring it down. The same thing you told me about, hey, maybe do a 15-minute consult for like $20. And then I started doing those. So this is what I'm trying to do with this as well. So
yeah, I'm going to start playing around with that. But then you run into a lot of people, they just don't believe it. I've came across that a few times. Like, I'm wondering how many I'm thinking about maybe changing that, because not that particular price point there, but for a quick session, because 10 minutes, $20, just to see where we're at. But as far as the consultation sessions, I think people are deterred when they see a low ticket price. Like, they can't believe that you actually want to help them. They're like, wait, there's something wrong here. I'm used to paying $400 an hour. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's true. It's like a lot of them, though, what I'm finding is they'll come in for the 15 minutes to see if they're actually going to be able to speak with you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then if they actually get you, then they're willing to pay, the heavier ticket.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Top of the funnel. But yeah, I know you got to run, but yeah, I'll recreate a page, a better landing page, get that up and running, maybe talk about exactly what the plan is.
Okay.
And then we'll take it from there. All right.
Yeah, let's see. For the Google Stacks class, Christian mentioned getting into the advanced stuff live. For the basics, go to his channel. He goes over all the basics on his channel. I mean, he's done so many freaking drive stack stuff on his actual YouTube channel. So as always, I mean, go to Chris's channel, subscribe if you're not. He also runs a Facebook group as well. Let me pull it up for you real quick. Chris Palmer.
Yeah, just Facebook groups, Chris Palmer SEO. I try to get in there once a week, answer any of the questions, take the time to answer them live.
Yeah, let's share this real quick with these.
Yep.
I always want to do that, I don't know why it's flashing like that, but
it doesn't like us.
It's like going ballistic. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, it's still flashing for whatever reason, but
yep.
Nevertheless, that's the group. Go subscribe. Go in here and go to his group, right? And this is the name of the group, Chris Palmer SEO, SEM. Go to his YouTube channel, Make sure to, I mean, you could literally go to Chris Palmer and go drive stack. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
You like that thumbnail? Is that pretty cool? I thought that was pretty cool.
The one with your face, I was like, oh my God.
Does it have a cool pop?
I love it.
Pops, right? Yeah, man.
I love it.
I thought that was really, I was actually inspired, man. There's like this artist lady and she does like with the red blocks, Supreme ripped her off. Yeah. And I was inspired by her style with the, yeah. So I started taking that from her. I've been using it more frequently. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I'll have to. It's like I just don't have enough pictures yet. But as I get more and more pictures, I told myself I have to get some more colorful stuff like this.
That's my favorite part. One of my favorite steps is creating the idea for the thumbnail. That's my favorite part. It's one of them.
I'll show you
I have a lot of fun with those. I like to try to get them really absurd,
Let me show you something real quick. My wife was like, she doesn't like it. I love it. My friend, some other guy, someone I sent likes it, but I told him
SEO, but we're marketers,
I made this because we're actually coming out with swag too.
Oh, cool.
But she's like, I don't like it. He looks like the devil. I was like, well, point, right? I mean, that's kind of the point, but he's holding an axe and everything else. And then I got an end screen. I've been working, bro. I've been getting some stuff going. It'll be as soon as I get my I'm actually having a Stream Deck. As soon as I get the Stream Deck, and I'll bring it over too.
Oh, I remember that one. That was pretty slick.
And then I got an intro. You're going to like the intro, bro. We're doing all this on this stuff we got coming up. So give me 1 second. I'll show it to you because I know you like this stuff.
Yeah.
This is the intro.
Oh, that's cool. A little blender action, huh?
Yeah, and then it has the hip hop going on in the background. Yeah. You can't hear it.
No, I heard dum dum dum. Yeah. Did you make that? Did you make that yourself in Blender?
Oh no, I didn't. I hired someone to do that stuff, man.
Yeah,
I just don't have time for all that stuff, and then basically going to put that with the if you will, the music and stuff like that. So
I love it.
But I'm doing all that stuff, so I'm trying to get more, if you will, professional.
Well, and it's memorable.
About myself.
Like I look at the status quo in the industry, and they're reusing the same. It's the same thing over and over, the top two guys, right? Same color scheme, same over and over, and that's branding. To me, it's like, well, how do you differentiate the videos? How do you know it's a different video? They all look the same to me, To me.
It's like you haven't seen this one. This is going to be on the intro too to mine and your and me's question and answer. It's going to have this. Give me 1 second. So it's going to have the intro you just saw, but it's going to have this right after it. You know, which I think this, you haven't seen this one. This is the second one, which is.
Hey, that's cool, man. You got them with
This
the
one.
on? That's awesome, dude. That guy's dancing with your hoodies on. That's sick, bro. Dude, that is awesome. That's good.
It's just everybody talks about SEO, man, and it's so
dude. I like that boring. A lot. That is really cool. With the hoodies on, with the guys. Is that your boys? Is that your dudes?
No, I paid someone else to do this, man. So dude, we do we do dances every Friday and stuff. You know who came in and commented on my damn TikTok? And I was like, what? Oh, Matt Diggity came in there. I was like, what?
Was he liking that?
Yeah, he loved it. He was like, man, the production of that must have taken a bit. I said, yeah, I paid a nice little penny for it, but
yeah, but then you have it forever and it's well done.
And tell them, say, wear logo or whatever, and they do it all. And then I got some, people have started doing dance offs and stuff like that now that they see it. So, it's the same. You could do the same stupid crap, but to me, I want people to go, that's pretty cool. It's like I'm making swag on top of the reason why I'm making swag is I want people to be like, hey, this is a really cool shirt I can wear. That's about SEO instead of just saying, live, breathe, eat SEO. That's like stupid. I mean, you could do one that says it's against Google's TOS. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. TOS, like what's that?
Yeah. I got sayings that I say all the time that I'm thinking about making shirts. Like the one I told you I want to make with you. It's like stealing. It's such a harsh word.
Very harsh. Yeah, that's a harsh word, man. Yeah, that's derogatory. Yeah, I actually blocked that word inside the comments. Stuff like that, man. That's a harsh word, man.
You stole this.
Oh,
whatever. I like the one dance. He's sitting there coming out. We're actually have Machine Gun Kelly in the background, and he's dancing, and he goes like.
That's awesome. Hey, quick question before I let you go. Do you, and then your guys are, I would assume, just like my guys, there's a couple that I trust. I'm sure you have a good batch of guys that you would trust to let into, like say if you wanted to test something out, like let them see it, let them use it to test things out and give a positive or a truthful, but like, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Positive criticism.
How many people do you need?
Well, I'm thinking maybe we'll do 10.
Yeah, 10 that I 20.
Because I want to take 10 of mine, 10 of yours. And if I can get, I'm looking for, because, when you're dealing with somebody all the time, they might not tell you everything. They'll tell you the main things. But like if you take outsiders, they'll tell you everything. Like, oh, this sucked. I didn't like this. Yeah. So I like to get a nice.
I have some people we could do that with.
Yeah, I
might. As soon as you're ready, man, I got the people to test it.
So. Well, and I think, man, I don't know how we can do that, man. We're gonna have to do something. I don't know how we would do that, because I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words. Basically, man, I want to let you in. I think we can do it together because I think we're both after the same goal. But man, I don't like it, it's just for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah. Holly, good morning.
Good morning.
Finally woke up. No, I know you're just kidding. That can work for TikTok. Yes, I actually have some stuff on TikTok. Believe it or not, I do have some stuff on TikTok. I don't know if you've actually seen some of it, but I do have some stuff on there. I just started putting stuff on TikTok. Because I've kind of stayed away from it, but because it's just the same crap all the time. But it's the same thing in the SEO industry. This was just sharing with you before. It's because people it's the same crap.
Well, I ran some tests in there. I think that taking over specific keywords, I figured out a way to take a keyword, and I'm sure you have too. Like getting in there and ranking. Like, I don't know if that would be an interesting service, huh?
Yep.
Because their ranking algorithm is trash inside of TikTok. It's very easily you can rank for a keyword in there pretty easily. I just don't find that the traffic, like I'm sure you've been watching it, like you don't get.
It's not high quality traffic.
No, it's crap,
just
man.
not.
It's junk.
And then there are people that will sit there and go, well,
uh-oh, lost you. Well, sometimes that happens. He's in the Philippines. But yeah, TikTok stinks for sure.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Hey, man.
But yeah, there are people that will sit there and swear by it and everything else. But it's like, for me, I wanted to use it mainly for quote unquote, just to get some traffic and branding and stuff like that. But far as quote unquote getting good, affiliates or getting good paying clients from it, the majority of the people on it aren't even the type of clients you're looking for. So
no,
but we're doing stuff like some of the videos we did. We like our boys. These are my boys dancing, but they do funny shit too. So this is them bullets.
See, that's the kind of stuff that does well on TikTok.
Yeah.
Sorry. Where's that guy in the bottom? Is that the guy from Fresh Prince?
Yeah. Fresh Prince. And this
that'll do good. But... like, where's this going? Oh, they did. Did they do more than one video for you?
Yep.
Somebody grab some clippers. This fucking beard is weird. Tough talk from a rapper paying millions for security a year. I think my dad's going crazy. Yeah, Haley, you right. Dad's always mad, cooped up in the studio, yelling at the mic. You're sober and bored, huh? I know. Not to be 46 years old, dog. Talk about, I'm a cool up trick. Like, you sound like a bitch. Man up to handle your shit. Mad about something I said in 2012. Took you 6 years and a surprise album just to come with a diss. Know that you're the greatest rapper alive. Fucking dweeb, all you do is read the dictionary and stay inside. Fuck rap god, I'm the rap devil. Come a bare face with a black shovel like the Armageddon with
Oh man, dude, that's really good, man. I really like that. Are those authentic? Is that how you hit on that? Are those views authentic?
Yep. Those are all authentic.
That hit, man. That's really cool, man.
That one was 666. A couple of the ones that weren't any good, they literally, what happened, I'm going to take them off, is because what happened is they took the music off, even though the music is mine, which is crazy because these are all, believe it or not, I wrote the lyrics. And then I wrote the lyrics, and then on top of writing the lyrics, then I give it to the rapper. The rapper then does the beat, and I tell him what type of beat I want, and then he does it to that. And awesome, dude. Same thing with these guys that do the dancing and stuff. I tell them, I say, this is what I'm looking for. And
did you send them the hoodies, or is that part of the service?
No, that's part of the service. I send them my logo or whatever, and they do all of that. So.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's cool, man. That's great. Yeah, that should be your intro on the channel, dude.
Well, that's what I'm going to do on the intro on the channel. It's going to have that, and then it's going to flip over to the Rank Fortress Blender, and then after that, it'll bring on me and you, and then the end screen is, if you will, the what's his name sitting on the chair with the top hat.
What did you name the dude?
I don't know. My wife says he's the devil. She said she's the black, get that thing away from me. She don't like him, but I'm like, I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, it's mysterious. It looks like a black hat. It just looks like a
that guy.
Zach Hatter was a nobody, now I'm at the top. Most wanted, most loved, bad business owners, and hated by most SEO opponents.
I like the
and it has the music. It says, basically it says all these guys saying I'm stealing their methods, and it's a bunch of other stuff in it. He's like fuck you. I mean, he just says all types of stuff. But I actually hired a guy to do the shirt, for the swag and everything else, because we're making up swag and all types of stuff. Just, I want to be able to wear some cool shit. I'm tired of seeing the same old crap over and over and over and over and over again.
Makes sense.
So
that's awesome, man. That's cool. Taking that little bit of extra time. That's awesome, dude. Cool, man. Well, I guess it's been more than a pleasure. I've had a lot of fun. We had a lot of questions. Cool. I think it was pretty good.
Holly wants to correct me. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's that hour. There's something with that 3 a.m. So
she's definitely been up, because I think me and her were talking around 12 or 1 o'clock today. Can't believe that you haven't went to sleep since then.
That's awesome.
Errol, you love it coming from the music industry. Yeah, man. I have some guys that do all my rap beats and stuff for me. I have about 12 songs. And I'm just putting it together to drop it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fun, man. That's awesome, dude.
All right, cool, man. Bro. I appreciate it. And thank
Always.
you guys. We will see everybody again, God willing, next week. And y'all have a great day.
Yep. See you in the next one. Thanks, William. See you next time.
Thank you, Chris.
Goodbye. Bye.